Great morning. How are you doing? It's your girl Shan. Hope everybody's doing well on this morning. I hope all is great. I know I was a little lazy on this morning. However, that's beside the fact. Let me go ahead and get into today's topic right now. For those men who are listening to this video today, because the first thing you're going to say out your mouth is that I'm hating. Please keep in mind that on yesterday, go to the video to yesterday, you see that it's equal opportunity, and I got with the ladies on the guys and the husbands and stuff on yesterday. But today, this video, good morning, Cousin Kim. Today, this video is to the wives, and it's to the wives to be, you know, those who desire to be married and everything like that. Yesterday was the husbands and the husbands to be, but I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Good morning, Andre. Good morning, Brandy. Okay. Now, when it comes to marriage, like I started off yesterday, you have to look at the type of the person that you're married to. Understand the type of person that you're married to, and then you'll probably be on to something. You'll better understand, oh, okay, well, this person's like this because it is. Now, I'm going to go ahead and run through these different type of men real quick. Whatever else that God tell me to do, I'm going to do it. But I'm going to run through these different type of men, okay? Good morning, Simone. I said Brandy, Andre, and Cousin Kim. How y'all doing? Now, let's start off with the man who is entrepreneur, just like with the woman yesterday. He's an entrepreneur. He has his sight set on his goals, what he want to be, whatever the case may be. 9 times out of 10, this type of man right here, somebody probably told him that he wasn't going to be nothing. And that's not a bad thing, because you know how it is when people tell us we ain't going to be nothing when we grow up and stuff. I got to cut this heat down. Texas weather is all kind of... Anyway, so getting back to them, they tell us we ain't going to be something. Sometimes, like such as myself, good morning, Aikisha, that motivates me to work harder. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing wrong with it. But this type of man sometimes can be so focused because, you know, no disrespect to the men, but a lot of them can't multitask. Some can, but a lot can't. And so they're so focused. 9 times out of 10, this man is, you know, pursuing his career. He's pursued his education. And he probably want a woman that's going to be pretty on his arm. Anytime they have company functions or whatever, you show up and you look like a Barbie doll and you just cute. And a lot of women go for that because they'll say, you know what, he making that money. He might have children for the sake of appearance, but then most of the time he probably will not. Just like old girl from yesterday. He probably won't. But keep in mind, ladies, if you with this type of man, he gonna want somebody that's gonna be cute, well-maintained, and knows how to keep up an appearance, okay? Now, let's go ahead and move on to this next type of man. So the next type of man, or whatever, it ain't that he's so much worried about what people think about him or whatnot, but generally known as a hard-working man. He gets out there. He do what he have to do to take care of his family. You know, he may even be that type of man that pray for his family and stuff like that. He just want to work hard, and he want to set a good example, you know, for his kids, his family, his boys, and everything like that. He gonna love you the way that you want to be loved, and you know, this is the type of man right here that, you know, he'll probably motivate you, and he'll tell you, baby, you can do it and everything like that. He just a hard-working man. This may even be that type of man that when people look at y'all, they be like, they don't, you know how old people, you said people growing up, they don't even look like they go together. You know what I'm saying? They don't even look like they match. But when both of you are working, you grinding, you doing what you're supposed to do, it looks like a nice grinding couple that everybody can look up to. Hard-working man, you know. Sometimes, and I ain't trying to describe a husband, but sometimes these country brothers, sometimes, I don't know about the new age country brothers, but the old school country brothers, all they want to do is work. They want to make sure that the house is taken care of. They may even go one and say, hey, you know, baby, you don't have to work, you know, whatever the case may be. I want to take care. All he wants to do is please you, okay? He wants to please you and things like that. Now, let's go on to this next brother, okay? And when I say brother, I'm not talking about a general ethnicity. But let's go on to this next young man. Let me say it like that. This is the pretty boy, okay? This is the pretty boy that he always worry about what other people think. He don't mind having a family. He's a good talker. He talks really well. He's a smooth talker. I almost said something that probably won't be appropriate for this, but just understand he could probably talk you fill in the blanks off, okay? All day. But he ain't got no substance. This the type of man that he stays in the mirror 24/7. You know how you ever seen the men, that's all they do is brushing their hair. Good game. but no substance. He'll go to church, for the sake of appearance. He might throw a prayer out there every now and then, but it's all about keeping up appearance. He's that type of man that when he talk, he'll sit up and say, oh, yeah, man, yeah, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, or he'll start a whole bunch of stuff that he don't finish. This is that type of man, okay? Now, let me move on down the road. Now, I'm going to come to the last type of man that I'm about to talk about. This type of man, no disrespect to all the mamas who done raised, because, you got some single mamas out there, they done raised some strong sons. You see what I'm saying? Really strong sons. But this type of man right here, baby, he ain't trying to do nothing. You heard me? He'll probably give you some good 10 o'clock wonder. For those who have been listening to me for a while, you know what that means. He can do that. He'll even have a family. But baby, all he concerned about is himself. He really ain't trying to work hard like old girl yesterday. He ain't trying to do nothing but just survive. He's trying to barely get by, okay? If you look like you got it going on, you look like you got your own house, your own car and all that, he trying to see, just like most females do, how he can fit into that equation. What he can do, baby, he will tell you all the right things. Now, he might be a little bit more stable than old girl from yesterday, because old girl from yesterday, she'll jump from opportunity. This one right here, once he in there like Flynn. He ain't trying to go nowhere or do nothing, okay? Nothing. You heard me? He might cut grass, but then again, he might not, because just like the pretty boy, see, Lord, I done went here. This is something that the old folks used to teach me. If you could tell that you got a man that's hard working, I don't know how it is nowadays, feel their hands. Feel the inside of their hands. If their hands is callous, baby, they don't mind getting them hands dirty and everything like that. See, women, you got to see what type of man that you are looking at. What type of man that you're about to say, I do too. That's why we set up and say that you can't just look at what you see. And that's what we do, and we end up jumping into these marriages, and then when you start peeling back the onion layers, baby, by the time you got to that middle, child, you crying. You heard me? You mad at God. God, I've been waiting on my man. And especially my sisters, who you lonely. You sitting up, you lonely. You like, I just want me a piece of somebody. You might end up with that last man, okay? This is why it's important to ask, like I said yesterday, what goals do you have? Where do you ask them like a job interview? The only reason I can talk about that because I used to be on interview panels. Where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years? Okay? Because if this joker is just trying to get in and then you mad, especially that last one. See, that last one is the one that you kind of take care of like he's your son. 9 times out of 10 with the last one, somebody done babied him, mama done babied him. He done been raised by mama and a whole bunch of aunties and all this other stuff. Might not have had any male figures in his life, whatever the case may be. I ain't trying to put you down if this is you men, but I'm just saying. And he just want to be taken care of. Why? Because he's always been taken care of. He's always not had to do anything for himself. And so you got to pay attention to the type of man. Baby, I tell you like this, that now, like, especially when it comes to that pretty boy, baby, you look at him and instantly you think you done fell in love, but you fell in love with the appearance and not the substance, okay? What we need to do as women is we need to look past the first sight. We need to look at the future. How is me and this individual going to be able to pair together? What we do as women, especially when we see that good looking brother, that pretty boy, you know what I'm saying, that talks a good game or whatever, what we do is we fall instantly in love with that. What we do is we brag about it. Oh, God, to send me my Boaz. Oh, girl, I'm about to get married and all that. Let it take more than 60 days and you start to find out about that joker. Then you see that there is no substance. And see, what tends to happen, especially us as women, because we're emotional beings, we have not, I'm going to go back country with this. We ain't bit most sought God, okay? We ain't sought God. We ain't asked God nothing. You know what I'm saying? We jump smooth into it because we allow our emotions to drive us. We didn't do a Matthew 6:33. We didn't seek ye first the kingdom of God in reference to this. All he said is, I do, and I've been waiting for 6 to 8 years, and I'm tired of waiting, and I'm tired of people asking me when I'm going to get married and when I'm going to get remarried, and I'm just going to jump straight up into this. Okay, so I had the pretty boy initially. You know what I'm saying? I really did. I told y'all what type of lady I was from yesterday. So when I didn't see no substance and you wasn't talking right, you couldn't even take care of your own child, I was out. Deuces. You see what I'm saying? And I promise you, like I've always said, my prayer was, God, I'm tired. Because let me tell you something, ladies. When you get, good morning, Natasha and Jermaine, when you get sick and tired of getting sick and tired, baby, sick and tired, you're not going to let just anybody play you. You're not just going to run after anything. Can't nobody just knock at your front door. I was talking to my homegirl. She's really set up. She's in an awesome profession. She got her own home. She's retired military, the whole thing. She said, baby, can't just anybody come knocking around my door, because she knows better. And that's the thing. Sometimes with us as women, when we feel like we done made it, we feel like the only thing that's missing is their husband or whatever the case may be. We'll just fall for anything and we'll put up with anything. And then we sit up here and we'll get mad because this anything ain't working. This anything ain't trying to drive us, or I ain't gonna say on our level, but I'm gonna say on our level. So that's that kind of like sorry, not sorry type thing. So we can't get mad at nobody. Well, girl, why didn't you tell me? Many of people tried to tell you, because that's one thing about us as women. We talking, right? We happy. Oh, we about to get married. Let's set the wedding date and all this other kind of stuff. And you done had a whole line of folks, like they lined up trying to buy the Jordans that just came out, telling you, no, baby, you done prayed to God and everything. All kind of grenades and then came by, flash fireworks in the sky. Don't marry him. And you still marry him. Now, I forgot out one particular one, the one who got anger issues. Let me talk about that one. I forgot about that one. He about as Lord in the one trying to freeload and catch a free ride. You can tell when a joker just flip out and they just sparking out, bam, they just sparking out on you, baby, that ain't who you want to marry. Because 9 times out of 10, assault and battery will be attached to his last name. You see what I'm saying? He trying to lay hands on you, and that ain't in the name of Jesus. He ain't praying for you. You see what I'm saying? He beating your behind. You seen the red flags before you said I do. But because people pressuring you and you tired of being lonely, you just jump straight up in there, and 9 times out of 10, you gonna try to make this work because people told you shouldn't have married him. Yeah, people told me I shouldn't have married my husband. It was about 1 or 2. It wasn't a whole line of folks. You see what I'm saying? But God led me. That last one with the anger issues, you seen he needed to go to some type of anger anonymous meeting before you even married him. He done flipped off on you. He probably didn't put his hands on you at least one time before, and he keep lying to me, baby, I ain't gonna do it again. Baby, I'm so sorry. Oh, baby, I just went through this. Oh, baby, I just had a bad day. And then you set up and you be that man's punching bag. That's what you do. No, that's what we should not be doing. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta pay attention to these different level of men that we're saying I do to. While we're sitting up here getting out mad and stuff like that because you jealous because you see somebody else's marriage, like I was saying about old girl on yesterday. No, we cannot do that. And we definitely can't blame God, because God will send warning before destruction. You see what I'm saying? But we as women, sometimes we could be so silly. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, hey, Gina, how you doing? Hey, Penny. Oh, look at his eyes. Girl, look at that hair. He sure will make some pretty babies. You focusing on the wrong thing. And then you sit up here and wonder why it don't work. Ladies, I need us to examine. If you're married to these type of men, you need to go before the Lord. Now, that last one that have assault and battery tied to his last name, you need to go and seek some safety, okay? You need to seek some shelter. So I don't know who I'm talking to. Y'all need to share this, because there's so many of us silly women out here, they don't want to hear nothing. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead and share it. Seek ye the Lord, Matthew 6:33. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Petra. Seek ye the Lord in all that you do, and you need to be able to listen to what is being said. Y'all have a blessed day. Your girl Shay to be back with y'all tomorrow. Share this because it's free. Be a blessing to somebody and not a curse. God bless. I hope it helps somebody.